also see here something called as a, this is just a, to show understand how does our UI part is going to be interface. So you want the page layout option, or maybe some of the page breakup review, that makes make some kind of the assumption to understand. If it's suppose that click on this page layout, it will just convert into like this. So you're going to be whatever the information you are just dragging, or whatever the information you're just clicking on this. If suppose I just enter as a some number, so if you want, you can also use this Excel to understand about that. So this is the page outturn whenever you need to fill up with these two sheets along with at a one time, so that this is the best option to utilize it. So we have option with page I can say page breakup preview also. If I click this, you can see this is completely different format we just seen with the page layout also the workbook sheet. So this is slightly interesting to understood. We will also go and discuss more into the details of it. But as of now, you can see this is a user interface to get to know after page breakup. We are going to be click. Yeah, let's go and into the workbook itself again. Yeah, so you can utilize this workspace as a just testing purpose, and you can also see for understanding as educational purpose. And you can also see some zoom in zoom out option in the right corner side. So if I want to zoom in, it's going to be give as a zoom in option. If I want to go zoom out, it will also create the zoom out option to utilize it. So as by default, it will create as 100% zoom. You can also see. And if you want to go 50%, the more number of the cells you're going to be look by using this. If you want to be known, or if you want to be already know some of the values, you can also see if you zoom in. Yeah, by default it creates as 100%. So this is the best. And eventually the human kind of the nature we go into the leaks, this kind of the percentile of UI part for every system. So that is the bottom line of interface we are going to be see. And some of the cases you will also encounter with other, we can also customize it later. And we have option with scroll bar in the bottom and also the vertically, so to visualize the number of the rows, that may be factor to get more number of the rows. And let's go with the bottom what we had, and what are the other different tabs, and what is the terminology we are going to be used for these tabs. So you can see here, this is the toolbar we are going to be showcased in terms of whatever the auto save buttons and the save button, and this is the undo button. If you want to be change something, let's suppose I'm just clicking on the 0. If suppose I missed this value, but I want to undo this, just click on this undo. It will disappear this value, and you can type any value you want to be exceed. So I want to type as a EIT, but instead of EIT, I just type it as a 0. At the time, you can undo this and do the things. You can also use Control Z maybe. That will also going to be help us. Okay. If you are aware of shortcuts in your keyboard. And you have option for the redo also. Redo is going to help us. Whatever the information you previously saved, it will do the same thing. And something called as a touch or mouse mode, this is also going to be help us. You can just click on this if you want to be touch mode or the mouse mode. So the better way you can also perform here. If you want to specify with the mouse, you can directly use the mouse. If you want to specify with the touch, you can use the touch in between these kind of the tools and operation you're going to be perform on the Excel sheet. And yeah, calculation, if you want to be use some of the toolbar wise, you can customize it just clicking on this ribbon tab. So we'll come to this, how to customize this, and what are the different ways to customize, and how to add or to delete if you don't want. There's something called as a formatting, like font formatting. You want to be showcased in the toolbar, you can showcase. If you want, you can also remove. Anyway, it's present in the our ribbon bar. You can also see that. And the alignment, you want to be showcased as a center, or the right side, or the left side, or the bottom right, or the bottom left. that will also present the number of alignment we require to do that. So we will go and we'll go and see what are the different alignments we have and how does that going to help us to understand. And something called as others, you can say this is the customized toolbar we can also showcase. You want to be create as a new toolbar if you want to be open or you want to be saved, and some of the quick print you want to be taken or spelling mistakes you want to be checked, undo, redo, and these are some of the options. You can also utilize it to perform any other operations by just clicking on this others option. Maybe that will be makes us to assumption. And this is in the toolbar, these are the some of the operations by defaultly come, and some of the operations like some name of the file, you can say workbook name of the file in terms of the xlx format, and where is it located, and what are the different things you want to be saved in the drive or you want to be saved in the pc side. And the search box, you can also search by using whatever the values you are going to be search. That is also matter. And what are the different form we are using formulas, and we are using some of the two operations. If suppose I need to add two numbers, I'm just type add. So we have some add formulas here. We can also get it from the google or maybe bing search Microsoft Edge. It directly it's going to give the browser wise, and some of the cases we will also get insert sheet or rows or mathematical functions you want to be end up with some of the mathematical functions or not. So you can utilize this search operator so that this is going to be help us to understand what are the different functionalities we have inside this Excel. And here you can see something called as the name tab. It will go and showcase as which user is going to be accessed with it. And you can also see a ribbon display here. If you just click on this ribbon display, it will going to ask as a how to hidden ribbon, and also the number of the tabs you have opened with the comments or not. These are just to minimize and maximize things. All know you know that. And yeah, next comes on to the ribbon. I can say this is the ribbon tab we are going to be showcased. So in this ribbon tab we have several other operations are the display here. You can also see some of the cases like these are some of the tabs we are going to be show, and see what are the different things are available inside this. And you can also see something called as a clipboard and some other subfields or sub ribbon types. You can see font and the alignment and the number and the styles and the cells heading and editing and analysis wise. So these are some of the, I can say, some different kind of the ribbon subplots, so that we will go and see what are the different tabs consist of different sub tabs we do have. And this is the information we are going to retrieve by using these tabs.